Hello everybody, Wednesday, April 10th. I really like today's workout. Today's workout, here's what it is. It's 2 rounds for time, 400-meter run, 15 push press, and 12 toes to bar. Men use 95 pounds on the barbell, women use 65 pounds. You do that 2-rounder as fast as you can. You rest 5 minutes, and then you do it one more time. So today is a shorter time domain, higher intensity type of effort. And it was without a doubt inspired by Helen, the classic CrossFit benchmark, but just Helen with a little bit of a different flavor to it. And I think it's going to be, I think the rep range and the loading and the 2 rounds will give most athletes an opportunity to really depress that accelerator and just get some wonderful benefits from it. But before we touch that, let's back up to the warm-up. I don't know about everybody else, but the warm-up today, it has Turkish get-ups in it. And I despise Turkish get-ups because they challenge me a lot. And they take some time, right? I mean, they just takes a while to get up and get down. I always say, you choose the load. You're doing today 2 one arm, 2 the other arm. It's sometimes I blow them off in the warm-up, and then sometimes I don't blow them off. And when I have the discipline to not blow them off, I always feel so much better. So yes, I'm human, and I do blow them off every now and then. So if you experience similar things, I would encourage you to do what I need to do more, which is keep them in there, because man, they are a great way to warm up your shoulders for a day like today, for sure. Anyway, little side note there. So a great high-intensity, short-duration day. I love the 95 pounds and to 65 pounds on the push press. A set of 15 is just that number where you only got to do 2 rounds of it, right, before you get a rest. So and it's the first thing you've done after you come in from the run. So there's a pretty good chance that you'll be able to cycle those very well. And then you put that barbell down and you just got to hang on for 12 toes to bar. So I chose the repetition ranges to be slightly challenging, but I wanted a lot of people to be able to execute them quickly and not have it just take their intensity down the toilet. And I'm very excited to see what kind of times shake out for today. We've got a video of the push press and kipping toes to bar for you to check out. And we have the bad weather option in case it's pouring or snowing wherever you are in the world. And the bad weather option is men replace each 400 meters of running with 25 calories on the assault bike, Rogue Echo bike, or Concept 2 rower. Women will replace every 400 meters of running on those same devices with 18 calories. If you have the Concept 2 bike erg, then multiply your calories by 1.25. And if you're using one of the old school Schwinn Airdynes, multiply it by 1.5. And all those will get you really close, okay? There's not a group of scientists around the world figuring out precisely what the exact ratios are. So on some of those machines, it might take a hair longer, it might take a hair less, but you'll be really close and you'll get wonderfully fit. Super fitness robot time today. I'm thinking for a single 2-rounder, not the 2-rounder to the 5 minutes and the second 2-rounder, just one 2-rounder, 7 minutes and 30 seconds or less. Super fitness robot time. More likely, 11 minutes or less. If you think that 11 minutes or less per 2-rounder is unrealistic, you may want to consider scaling. Since the purpose of today is to keep your intensity up high, we don't want you just slogging through it and have it make it be this long, low intensity session. So the scaled option today is 2 rounds for time of 2 minutes of jogging, 12 push press, and we bump the weight down to 65 and 45, and 10 hanging knee raises or sit-ups. Rest 5 minutes and repeat. And as always, you can modify that between what the workout of the day is and the scaled workout of the day is to meet your needs. So if running is not your thing, that's why we capped it to 2 minutes of jogging per round. Maybe you don't struggle with the 400s, you can keep them in there. We have the push press going from 15 reps down to 12, and we lowered the weight. But maybe you could keep it at 15, but just still lower the weight to 65, 45. Or maybe 12 reps is right where you should be on the scaled option, but you can do 75 pounds for men and 55. All of those are okay, and you have the authority to make those decisions no one knows you like you. So you have the ability and the authority to make those decisions based upon what you know about yourself as an athlete, and hopefully the understanding of the intent of the workout and how to scale that we try to provide here on the private track. And then, took out the toes to bar, put in hanging knee raises or sit-ups, and once again, you could play with that as need be. Limited equipment option, assuming that you don't have a barbell, but you do have a pull-up bar, and you do have a place to run, as long as you're on planet Earth. So limited equipment option, 2 rounds for time, 400-meter run, 15 dumbbell push press with a pair of 50s for the men, a pair of 35s for the women, and 12 toes to bar. Rest 5 minutes and repeat. That is a nastier version of the workout of the day. Because the dumbbells together come out to 5 pounds heavier than what the barbell would be in the workout of the day, and dumbbells are always just nastier than a barbell. So the limited equipment option, as always, not getting out of it easy. Accessory work, optional as always. The overhead carry, one of my favorites to put in there. Use 2 dumbbells, use a barbell, use a pair of kettlebells, but you're going to lock a loading overhead that's challenging for you but safe. You're going to mark out 100 feet, and you're going to do 3 100-foot carries with that load locked out overhead. And you're going to go as heavy as you safely can. And it's going to build wonderful head-to-toe strength. It's going to build some balance and awareness of where that barbell is over your center of base. And it's wonderfully not only rehabilitative to some achy and creaky joints, believe it or not, but this also is a good way to strengthen those same joints so that hopefully you're a little more resistant to getting nicked up in the future. L-sit. The L-sit. Man, if there is something that CrossFit Linchpin just gives a warm embrace on a regular basis, it's the L-sit. The poor L-sit has just been kicked out into the cold, disowned by its family around the world, shunned. It's not getting an inheritance anymore. Its family and friends have left it as no one to hang out with at the coffee shop. And then we walked over, we bought it a cup of coffee, and we said, "We like you. We see your value. You're going to be our friend, and we're going to be your friend." And the L-sit is awesome. Accumulate 1 to 2 minutes, depending upon whether you're new to it or experienced. But we're going to keep working that L-sit, because a strong midline will do nothing but benefit everything you do, both inside and outside of the gym. So that is Wednesday.